NFace are up 1-0 after their win on Nuke. And it does look like they managed to win the knife as well, so they'll get to decide where they want to go with this, if they want to stay on CT, if they want to go for T, if they want to go for T. You know, take a little break, just touch a cloud of milk. But as far as things are concerned, guys, I think the first map was pretty damn good. And I'm really excited to see what H5 is going to bring to the table in this map now. Because we know, after watching through a couple of the matches of the groups of Group A, we know that they're absolutely capable of taking the fight here to NFace. NFace, though, coming out first in their group, are perhaps the favorite team, but we'll see here. Mirage, an exciting map, especially where the Chinese are concerned. They play this map very aggressively. We saw some aggressive strats coming out from H5 in Nuke. Didn't really play out for them, unfortunately, on their T side, and they weren't able to quite make CT work. So we'll see what they have in store for us here on Mirage, where we have a pretty standard tried and true. But look at this. This is already something that the Chinese do. They push out into mid. They take full control of mid. They already have Zelo working his way up mid, trying to get the confirmation there. And on B site, they're going to go ahead and wrap around. But now the shots are out. The shots are exchanged, and we have an exchange of frags as well. It's a 4-on-4 situation, and we have K Stanless going down in a blaze of glory as well. Floric should be able to get the plant, though. Great smokes cutting off the CTs, but they're going to be working their way through. And they will find, well, shots after shots, even a team kill. A little bit of confusion there, but Zung is the last man standing for the T side. He's going to find one. No, he's not. He's going to get taken out, and there we go. The defuse is going to go down, and NFace are going to be securing the first round of this map. Stronghold from them, strong retake. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we saw in Mirage out of the Chinese teams, and in particular out of NFace. I believe we were able to catch one of their games, but they absolutely love. They have Ghost God over on B. This is what we learned, and Ghost God works B apps aggressively. Every time they need the information, if they don't know where the opposing team is, they don't see anybody mid, they don't see anybody top of mid, and they haven't quite spotted them over here, he immediately pushes into B apps to get that information. Like, it's aggressive. We'll see it throughout this entire map. I was talking a bit with Anders, and I was beside myself because these guys get in your face. 550, look at this, pushing in through A apps. He gets the information. He doesn't see that they're there. Mid is now where the fight is going down, but already we got frags coming in left and right. DG cleaning up with that Bison, gets two. And now the Nova being brought to the table. Teletubbies gets the first, and he's going to take one to the face. Now we have the follow-up shot coming in, and Queasy gets two frags of his own. NFace mercilessly hunt them down. And it's all going to come down to this round. Now we'll see, well, the buy coming out from H5. They did manage to get the plant in the first round of this series, so they will have something to work with as far as money is concerned, but on the same time, NFace winning 2 rounds. They've got plenty. They're going to go ahead and upgrade right on up. M4s across the board with Queasy rocking the op, and we've seen him land some pretty terrific shots throughout these series, so let's see how he starts off already. Getting in position right here on mid, gives a little hop, wants to make absolutely sure, but he will spot the first coming out. He misses the shot, unfortunately. This means a man at the top, and you can see him already lining up the shot. He wants him to catch him, misses the second as well, in fact. Queasy not having too much luck here with his op, perhaps talking a little bit as he misses a third shot. Will he find the fourth, though? They're going to smoke him off. And that should be that for him as far as things are concerned here. We do actually still have plays happening mid, though. D'Lo going to give ground on short. They spot him rotating back. And now with H5, they have full control of mid. Where are they going to take it? Where are they going to go? It's already K Stanless is boosted. It looks like up into window, is able to work his way out CPL and pick up one frag. They're going to get the refrag, however. And this is interesting. What the hell are H5 doing? It looks like they're going for frags because at this point, the bomb looks to be all the way at the top of mid. They've forgotten it. Teletubbies finds one. They're cleaning them up left and right. It's all D'Lo now. Last man standing for his team. He's going to pop out from CT. But look at this. We already have one. We have Floric actually having to run all the way back up to the top of the map to pick up that bomb that was left there by his team. It's not going to matter in the end. Zung is going to find the frag. But perhaps a little miscommunication from H5. Perhaps they were thinking, okay, we got the bomb. Let's just go for the play on A. And then they're like, wait a second. Guys, we're on A right now. What are we supposed to be doing again? Oh, yeah, we got to plant the bomb. Where's the bomb? Oh, right. It's all the way on the other side of the map. Somebody needs to go and put on their running shoes and get that for us, please. Nope. Fatal waffles. No, it's going to be the CT side, and look at this already. The eco from CT, but that's not going to stop D'Lo. He's going to pick up one frag already. Fine start here for these gents. And it does look like he's going to go for more as well. However, Zung is going to find him this time around, waiting at the top underpass there, and he is going to go ahead and get that frag. So it's a 4-on-4 situation. Now Fancy trying to get some shots off, but he's going to get nailed. Chinese DG coming in for the rescue, managing to pick up the first. And now we have Ghost God waiting in B, but it's not going to matter. Zung gets the second of this round for himself, cleans him up, and now we have, who is it, 550 trying to rotate through. He'll meet his maker, and now the bomb will be planted here on B. Clean work coming out so far from H5. They have lost 2 members, though, so NFace putting up a strong fight here. Decent eco going their way, and if they can get a couple more, they should be pretty pleased with themselves, as so far, Queasy, he's got the P250. K. Stanless is waiting, though. Is he going to find the shots? K. Stanless now going to give ground. Looks like he's going to go ahead, chuck that little nade out there, gets the flash, and that's going to force Queasy back just for the time being, though. But some great spray from K. Stanless wraps that up, and it looks like DG, he's found himself an AK, and he's going to go ahead and hold on to that, sticking up here in AAPS. If he can make it out of this with this AK, he's going to be pretty pleased. He's going to be fairly happy with this. This might give them options in the following round. And he does, in fact, hold on to that. He's going to live to fight another day, and now we have the guys buying up. So, Queasy going to get the 1. It does look like the AK will be handed off to Ghost God. Chinese DG had enough money there to go ahead and buy on an M4. So, we're going to have a buy round coming out from NFace. 2-2 the score right now. It's give and take from both of these teams. H5 have got the AKs across the board. No op as well. Whereas Queasy, he's going to have his, and he pokes right up here into connector. He could find the first. He misses the shot, though. Gives away his position, and now they know, but it gets the follow-up onto Zung. And Queasy not missing this time. Starting things off strong for NFace on the defense. And now NFace have to be wondering, where exactly are these guys? We managed to pick off 1 mid. And they're going to be looking, because they still have Ghost God. He's hanging out on B. He hasn't spotted any movement over there. We do have, it looks like the A split being shaped up here. Floric, the nades are going to go in, smoking them off. 1 smoke for connector, 1 smoke for CT, and now we're going to see, can they make their way out here? 550, though. Great spray. Starts him off strong. Picks off the 1. DG tries to come to the rescue from Apps, but it's not meant to be. And we have H5 getting out onto the site pretty handily, although I spoke too soon. Delo's going to find a frag and bring this down to Floric. Floric, last man standing for his team. He's got the AK in hand. Can he find the shot? Yes, he can. Gets a headshot. Bring this to a 1-on-2, but Queasy's still here with the op, and we still have Delo, who's over in CPL, but that's not going to matter in the end, as Queasy's going to find the final frag of that round, and NFace, with the tricky buy, are going to be able to make something happen here, are going to make something work, and they are going to secure a round. As far as money's concerned, though, it wasn't fantastic on their side. They still lost quite a few people, so, again, it's going to be a bit of a tricky buy for them. And what are we seeing here? All right, it's going to be the buy after all. Perhaps a moment lag there, but H5 are going to have the money, and now we have Zung actually rocking the op. And we haven't seen this yet, so we'll see how he shapes up versus Queasy, whether he can out-op, whether he can win the duels. As they manage to smoke off mid, Queasy's actually waiting over here on short. He finds 1 frag, headshot on Teletubbies. Zung gets the refrag, though, and there we have it, already putting that op to work. Brings this to a 4-on-4 situation. And Zung still waiting, gets the second, another headshot, and this is just the CTs getting picked apart now. We have the rotation coming over here onto B. Does look like they'll be working their way through kitchen, but Zung is not done yet. Puts a stop to those shenanigans, picks up another frag. That's 3 for him this round with that op. Floric gets the plant, but we left with 550, and he wants to take on Zung. He's like, where are you, Zung? I need to get revenge for my fallen comrades. He spots him hopping, and now, well, he's going to give ground. He doesn't want to stick around now that he's shown himself. Knows that he's at the top of mid. Does look like he's going to live, but they're going to know where he went now. They're going to know where he might be, and we already have the terrorists out on the hunt. K. Stanless checking around, looking, but they might have a feeling. They might have that gut feeling that he's up in AAPS. We'll see if they're going to go ahead and poke about up there. They want to be very careful about this. Don't want to give anything away for free. That'd be the terrible situation. As Fancy's going to work his way around here into T mid. Look at this. They're just hunting him from every angle. But it does look like in the end he is going to live. So, Chinese 550 is able to live. He's going to hold on to that rifle, but this should be an eco. I mean, we should be seeing an eco out of them. Don't have too much money to work with here on the CT side. We do have nades bought up on Queasy, though. He's got a smoke and 2 flashes. DG is invested in a flash as well. But it's really going to come down to 550 and where they're going to put him. And it does look like he's going to be waiting around here on connector. He's pushing his way out to mid. We'll see if he can find something. Doesn't look to be the case. Checks, peeks out. Doesn't see anybody. And they go with the frag, but it's going to be Teletubbies waiting here with arms open wide. Is he going to find it, though? Delo's going to come around the corner. He's going to check. Gets just around there, and now he's going to wait. Delo could have a great opportunity here for a headshot. He's waiting. He's so patient, and he gets the headshot. Teletubbies. What? Teletubbies not checking the angles. Cannot believe he managed to make that work. He picks it up like an AK now, and it's a 4-on-2 rather situation. D'Lo gonna take some fire. 550 gets backstabbed though. Still finds the headshot on Floric. And now D'Lo's out here on spot. Zung has got him cornered though. He's waiting with that op. Doesn't want to miss the shot. Is he gonna get the opportunity to use it though? As D'Lo waits, he's gonna find a headshot on Zung, and they're turning this around. It's a 2-on-2 situation. K Stanless finds one. He's caught in a corner, but jumping up onto the container, gets the last one. And what the hell was that all about? NFace looking like they were finding a way to get back into this match, bringing it to a 2-on-2, but get denied in the end. H5, firm control there, and this is going to be an eco for sure out of NFace. Not a whole lot to work with. They're going to be sticking to it, just pistols this time around, although Queasy has invested yet again in nades. And we got a kit bought up on D'Lo. But we should be seeing this round go the T way. They have the rifles after all. Although we do have Zung poking out here at mid. He could get rushed down. This is a bit of a tricky position for him. Finds one shot, but this is still 2 men here in mid. They're going to be looking for him. Misses the second. Queasy's going to go down though. Zung cleaning up, but they find him in the end with the headshot. And that's the op down here for the T side. Teletubby's going to get his entry, but still headshot, so he's got to be a little bit careful. Did he get headshot? It looked like he got headshot, but he's still sitting there with 100 HP. That's odd. Regardless, D'Lo's able to hold on to this op. We'll see where he decides to go with it, though. It looks like he's going to work his way up here to B apps. There are men waiting for him in T-spawn, so good choice from him. Last man standing. They know he's got the op, though. And this is Zung's op, as you guys can see, written there at the bottom of your screen. And they're looking, they're hunting. They're going to find him in the end, though. Some shots go out, and he barely makes it around the corner, but pokes out again. Floric finds him. And there we have it. They even managed to save Zung's up, so no money having to be spent on that expensive rifle this time around. We see the economy just getting stronger and stronger here for H5, but this is going to be a buy round for NFace. Queasy jumping on that op. Going to make that investment, pick it on up. We've got pretty, actually, even split here. 2 M4 A4s and 2 M4 A1s. So I like to see this, actually. A bit of variety on the CT side. As far as the T's are concerned, though, 4 AKs and the op for Zung. And it looks like it's going to be a bit of a B play this time around. They've got the bomb working its way through B apps. There is Ghost God. He hasn't seen too much action this time around. Actually, none, in fact. He's got 0 frags. So Ghost is just like, come at me, bros. He's waiting. He's patient. But he wants to see something here. He wants some action. He wants some blood. And we're going to see him push up into B apps. But already Teletubby's opening up strong here. Picks his man off on short. And that is going to open up B spot now. We still have Zung, it looks like, waiting out here in mid. He's looking for the rotation. We have Ghost God managing to pick up the 1, though. He should be able to pop around the corner. Gets a second. Can he get the 3rd? He gets the headshot, but his teammate is there to back him. And now it's K Stanless trying to get a piece, but it's not going to matter. It's not going to happen. We do have Queasy coming to the rescue with that op, and this leaves it all up to Zung. He misses his first shot. And now, well, Queasy's going to find him in the end, and there we have it. A round going NFace's way. Still, such a give-and-take match here on both sides between both of these teams. Should be a full buy here on the T side, no problems there, but they're starting to get a little bit low on that money. Have to be careful. Fancy is really the man sitting proud. It's kind of odd as well, seeing as how he's sitting at the bottom of the score. But he's the richest one. It's not something you see too often. Zung, in the meantime, sitting at the very top. He's got $0. So, you know, there you have it. But Zung has really been putting in the work. He's going to have his op in hand again this time around. He's going to be poking about at mid. He's not going to be offered any targets this time around, however, as Queasy is actually the man taking up the spot on B. Does look like it's going to be focused on mid, however, as we have 2 men working their way through underpass for H5. And 2 men sitting at the top as well. They want to get firm control of this section as they're going to go ahead and flash up into window. Nicely done there, Floric. They're going to go ahead and get the smoke as well. Just make sure that the CTs can't be checking, excuse me, can't be looking from here. This is going to force the rotation out of D'Lo. He's going to come over here to connector. Try and poke about. Not going to see anything, but he's in a good position. He gets smoked off, though. Nicely done here. He pokes right through the smoke, and he's going to get the perfect backstab. Gets the 1, but unfortunately can't secure the 2nd. And Floric, K Stanless and Floric making it happen for their team right now. Able to secure that. Well, Ghost God, you're going to see what an HE does to him, but still waiting patiently. He's got the AUG in hand. He's already scoped up. Can he find the frag, though? K Stanless waiting behind the box is not going to show himself. And Zung is over here in connector. He's going to run right into 1. Queasy takes the shot. They both miss. And there we go. Queasy gets the point blank right in his face. Going to lob that grenade right on over there. On top of K Stanless. Takes him out with the HE. And now this is a 2-on-1. They find Floric. Floric dancing as best he can. Trying to take shots. But the exchange continues between these two. Chinese Queasy finds the last. And we can see him. He's like waving his mouse around. He's happy. Good work coming out from him. NFace now securing 2 very crucial rounds. Going to put a bit of a stop to the momentum H5 have got going for them, but the H5, they're not to be deterred. They're not to be stopped. They're making the investment. They're going to go for these AKs across the board. Some nades, armor being picked up as well. Unfortunately, no head armor for Florix, so he's not going to be too happy. Always wear a helmet, ladies and gents. Whether you're riding a motorcycle or riding your bike or running into a hail of M4 bullets, you want to wear a helmet. There we go. Quasi's going to pick up the first. Wins the duel with Zung. Zung, unfortunately for him, no luck this time around. Got to be careful with those acceleration changes now. You're a little bit slower, just a hair slower. So when you're peeking around those corners, you could offer a pretty juicy target to the op holding the angle. Something that some players mentioned when these changes went through. But already, Teletubbies is going to pop around. He finds one. Fancy's going to win his duel up in apps as well. And now we've got things turning around here. 4 members alive for H5. There's still 3 here, however, for the CT. They're going to be lobbing the nades out, trying to catch some angles. Great nade onto Fancy in the AFs. But Teletubbies with the flank is going to pick up the 1. We do, in the meantime, have Chinese Dilo working his way up for the backstab, and he's going to find 2. He gets the first. He's trying to hold down on the spray. Gets the second as well. And now it's a 1-on-2. What a turnaround here. K. Stanless is going to win that duel, however. He gets headshot. D-Lo with the USPS going to work. Gets the frag in the nick of time, and he's going to have plenty of time for the defuse here as well. And some Chinese being said there. I'm not sure which dialect, but if for any Chinese viewers tuning in, you know, you guys might want to do the translation. Perhaps tell us what he said in the chat. I apologize. If it were in French, if we were watching Very Games right now and they were speaking French, I could help you out, but Chinese, I don't know. Regardless, that's 3 rounds in a row now for NFace. They've done a fantastic job. He said hi. Thank you, the Mega Martian. Yeah, but have to say, great grenades. You're absolutely right, little flying boy. Great grenades coming out from these guys. They're really getting the reads, knowing where their opponents are setting up. But we have a buy coming out. They did get the plant, you know, on the H5 last round, and we do have Chinese DG. He's going to work his way out here. He manages to pick up Zung. Zung, no luck there. Makes it around the corner, but gets caught out in the open. And unfortunately for him, that's going to mean the end. It's a 4-on-5 now. H5 are going to have to be working it up. They're going to go again and force on apps, and they are going to get right out here from underpass. Chinese D-Lo is actually waiting on Cat, but he gets smoked off as well. Doesn't see anything. He has to be careful how far he pokes. He's going to go on up here into Whorehouse. And he could be looking to poke down from CPL, but no. Or from window, rather. But no, he's going to wait for Teletubbies. Teletubbies has to check this angle. Is he going to find it in time, though? No, he is not. D-Lo with the headshot is going to spray him down. Or not a headshot, but some nice spray from that M4A1. And it's going to close the deal here. And H5 unable to find a hole in their opponent's defenses. Ghost God holding. He spots them. Molotov rains out. That's going to force them back. And with 30 seconds on the clock, this is a bit of a tight spot here for H5. They've got to make a play, and fast. It does look like they're going to be backing off from B-Apps, but still, there are 5 members alive here for NFace, and it's going to come down to K. Stanless. Can he find the hole? No, he cannot. He gets shut down. D-Lo with the second frag of the round, and they are just running out of time at this point. H5 don't have anything left in the tank, and it does look like it does look like they're just going to hang back and try and hold on to their rifles. And with no plant, this is a guaranteed eco out of them next round. Unless they want to do some like crazy force buy with like P250s and armor or something, Very Game style. But they're trying to hunt, they're trying to find them. They want to get these frags. They don't want them saving these rifles. But it does look like H5 found some pretty good hiding spots. Hide and seek, these guys are masters. But it's another round going for NFace. This is so back and forth between these two teams. I mean, so far, we've had a great streak for NFace. 4 rounds in a row now, and it is going to prompt the quick play here into B-Apps from H5. It looks like they just want to go for it. No, they're going to slow down a little bit, actually. They're putting a man into underpass. Floric is going to peek about. Not going to see anybody. But they have the bomb up in B-Apps, and we still have a man out here in mid, and it does look like that is going to be K. Stanless. They've managed to smoke off, well, a bit of a half smoke here. Connector's going to be open. Queasy's going to make him pay. He's going to find one, and look at this. The spray coming out from K. Stanless. He does some significant damage, but he can't quite find the frag. Queasy's got to be careful. D-Lo coming in from short. He's still here. He's still alive. He gets some he gets some shots in the air, and he's going to get some shots as well. He's just bruising them now, though. They both live with 2 HP. What luck. Trying to come in, put some damage on Fancy for maps, and now Queasy's coming in for the support. Finds the one on Fancy. And this is Teletubbies and Zung alive for their team. Zung waiting. He gets the shot. You're spraying the wrong spot there, bro. But 2 quick frags coming in, and they're going to lock it down. They're going to get the defuse, and putting them 3 rounds ahead With the 5-round streak here, NFace have figured out what H5 were up to. Well, that was an eco round as well, so it was a pretty decent eco. They managed to get 2 frags in the plant. Have to say that for H5. They did make the best of a, well, pretty rough situation. But NFace just holding things down right now. They're starting to get some money to work with as well, so things are looking better and better here for the CT side. A lot of it's going to come down to this round. Whether H5 can find some purchase here, whether they can make it work, as Fancy's going to go ahead and smoke off window mid. That's going to force Queasy to go elsewhere, perhaps, as the smoke is going to catch him. Nicely done there. Takes the shot. Not going to find anybody, though, as it does look like we have Zung working his way out to the top of mid. Perhaps looking for D'Lo on short. D'Lo is waiting. He flashes around. Zung pokes on up, though, but we're going to have the smoke, and that's going to be the end of that. Although Queasy's looking with the aggressive opping. Are you kidding me? Queasy walks right out into mid. The ball's on this guy. And finds Zung. It does look like it's going to be the A play now, however. They're going to be working their way out from ramp, and there's one in apps as well. We'll see if they can get the frags. Is already Fancy dancing back and forth. He gets the frag, and now we have one man left here in shadow. Who is it? Looks like it's DG. He's holding for now. He gets 2 frags, but that's not going to matter. They managed to get control, and now it's all down to Queasy, but he's been smoked off. That smoke dissipates, though. He could start taking shots, but they will get the plant. Or will they? They still haven't gone for it. Teletubby's waiting. He's not quite sure if somebody's waiting for him over in CT. And finally, that bomb goes down in H5. They're on the very brink here. A flash is going to go on to Queasy, but already, look at this. Ghost God finds the 1. And now Ghost God working out, gets a 2nd as well. And what a retake coming out from NFace. Easy as you please, patient as you like. Good defense as well on their part. Despite letting them get in here, they're able to just get control of the site and get that refrag. And Ghost God actually getting shanked by Queasy. I don't think Queasy knows how close he came to killing his teammate there. But the final round of the first half between these two magnificent teams is about to kick off here. NFace in firm control. And the giggles coming out from somebody there. Not quite sure who was talking, but H5 are going to buy up as well, and they're going to have AKs to work with. No op for Zung. That's a little bit unfortunate. We have seen some good shots coming out from him, although in the second round, or in the second half of this first half, not too much action. But D'Lo actually going to pop out an underpass. He's going to find 1. Not sure if he spotted a 2nd there, though. He's trying to give ground. He's trying to fight it, and he gets a 2nd as well. D'Lo locking it down here for NFace. Cuts them off. And now we've got Zung working his way out. He's got the AK. He finds 1 shot. Can he find the 2nd as well? D'Lo trying to poke up from mid. He should get the shots, but misses somehow. And there you have it. Zung making him pay. He pushes out through the smoke with that USP, but it ain't going to be enough. And now somehow we find ourselves in a 2-on-2 situation between these teams. Zung and Fancy alive for H5. Ghost God and 550 for NFace. But look at this. The backstab from Ghost God working his way out from B-Apps to mid. Catches him in the back, and that's the bomb down as well. Fancy now having to work some magic here. He's in a 1-on-2. He's got plenty of HP. With the AK as well, if he can find the shots, he can absolutely do this. But NFace have got the crossfire set up in mid. They'll be watching. First off, already managing to find Fancy. And it's all down to Ghost God. He's got the nades as well. He could very well try something tricky, but it does look like he's going to poke around the corner. He hears him stomping about. Fancy, not knowing he's there, runs for it, but gets shot down in the back. And there you have it. Ghost God getting some frags in the end, finding some action. He's not one to just sit. He's going to go out and get that. And there we have it. First round. Again, identical score, in fact, to the first map on Nuke. NFace making it work for themselves. NFace in the end, managing to make it work somehow, and there you have it, guys. They are going to go ahead and get the firm advantage here in the second half. 10-5 the score on the T side. They could make this work as they are going to go for the YOLO play. They're going right out onto B, straight through the apps, and the choo-choo train is running, boys. Zung, he is waiting from short, but unfortunately can't find the shot. He's putting some damage out there, but he just can't stop him. And now getting out onto spot, we do have Zung waiting again, and oh man, K Stanless, okay. K Stanless gets the 1. Zung making up for missed opportunities. Gets another 2. And now we have 3 members alive here for CT. Zung wants more. He's going for it. He gets the bomb as well. That's the bomb down. Last man, Queasy, coming in from B-Apps. But he's running into 3 men. 4 men alive. And they're all here on B spot. And they're all waiting for him with open arms. All of a sudden, H5, the CT side, holding things down here. And Queasy, they know where he's at. They know he's up in apps. They don't have to rush him. They don't have to do anything. They can just wait patiently because, well, unless he takes the shots or unless he gets his hands on the bomb by some stroke of luck. That's all he can really do. Zung with the quad kill this round. Fantastic play from him. I mean, we saw a little bit of a rocky start for him there in particular, not finding the shots when they were making their way out from B-Apps, but he made up for it in spades when he managed to pick them off from the side itself. So fantastic play from Zung, and he's really the man stepping up to the plate this time around for his team. Look at this, across the board, single-digit scores until you come to Zung, who's sitting with 18. But already Floric going to be starting off strong, managing to pick off the one. He gets a headshot on the second as well. They're working their way out from apps, but Fancy comes to the rescue with the Bison, and Teletubbies picks up one as well. And the picture-perfect hold coming out on the CT side for H5. Just looks like NFace wanted to get that over with, but unfortunately for them, they didn't get any plants. Not in the first, not in the second round of this second half, so they're still going to be ecoing here. They're still going to be working with the pistols. And these guys waste no time. Look at this. They want to get rid of these ecos. They're going to work their way straight up here. It's the choo-choo train again. They're going to run right up T-ramp straight out here. Floric is already picking up a 1-2. Teletubbies gets one of his own, and this is looking great. Teletubbies with another one. He's going to get the third as well, and he just put a stop to it. Floric and Teletubbies, they put their foots down. Teletubbies gave a little giggle, and they just shredded them. As far as things are concerned, this is going to be the first buy round here coming out for NFace. So they've got the AKs in hand. We'll see if they can actually put them to work here. Queasy actually not opting to pick up the op. He's going to go for the AK himself. Nice boost up here, however. This isn't something we see too often, in fact. Teletubbies is just going to be waiting up here. Bit of a change of the angle. And already Zung misses his first shot. Unfortunately, he's going to get chased out of mid. The HE is going to be chasing him as well. He's got some flashes raining in. He's going to be blind. There's the HE, but it's a Semler nade. 550 manages to hit the post. Queasy trying to follow up and make up for it, but it's too late. Zung gets out of there. And we still have to wait. As now we have NFace going to be going for the play here. They're going to rush right through connector. They managed to pick off Fancy right off the bat. Floric trying to get one of his own, and they're going to completely overwhelm the defense here on A. Quick shots coming in from NFace, taking firm control, and now even finally Case Stanless on the rotation from B. Eliminate him, and this leaves Zung all by his lonesome. They spot him in the end. They know exactly where he is, and he's even about to run into Dilo, who I guess missed the memo somehow. Communication a little bit lax there. Dilo, well, he's like, somehow he's going to push through connector. I have to wait here and watch. And then that was probably the easiest shot Zung's had to take all day. Oh, look at this. Teletubbies actually changing things up here. He's actually picked up the Scar 20. And if they decide to push up here, they're going to have a pretty sad day. Alrighty, it does look like it's going to be the A-split yet again coming out here from NFace. So they're trying to stick to their guns. They want to go ahead and make this play work for them. 3 men on ramp, 1 in apps, and 1 waiting in the wings. And that's Queasy actually waiting over here in mid with the op. Looking to get the shot. But we have to keep an eye on Teletubbies. If he manages to find a shot with this Scar 20, he could obliterate this aggression coming out as the flashes are going to rain in. And that looks like it's the start here. They're going to be making their way out onto the spot. Teletubbies blinded, perma-blinded. Great flashes coming in. And the smoke as well. He can't do anything right now. As Floric finds one, we do actually have Floric and Fancy both working excellently together. Teletubbies now going to make his way through that smoke. And they are completely shutting down this aggression. Again, Zung pushing forward. He's going to find one. Chinese Queasy, however, managing to pick up 1 and 2. And it's a 1-on-2 situation if he finds Fancy. They know where he is, though, and they're both going to come out at the same time. He can't make up his mind. He doesn't know where to shoot. They get the shot on him first, and there you have it, even managing to save the op. So they have a Scar 20 and an op on the CT side now. How are they going to make this work? Teletubbies holding on to his Scar, and they're going to give Zung the op. And it looks like 3M4 is going to be coming out for the rest of the team. Now, however, NFace not having the best of luck here all of a sudden. Just some great defense coming out from the CT side. And we've had 4 rounds this half for H5. So on the CT side, they've been doing fantastic so far. NFace having to change things up, but unfortunately for them, they're on the eco this round. Only pistols in hand. We've seen them do some terrific things with the pistols, but are they going to be able to show us here? As already, Case Stanless from the B apps. He's managing to pick up the 1. He's going to get a second as well, just spraying him down. He gets a third, and can he get the quad? He's trying to go for it. The pistol comes out. He gets the quad, but it's not the ace. It's not meant to be. He finally gets overwhelmed. The teammates get quick revenge, but sick play from Case Stanless. Sure, it's an anti-eco, but still. Keeping his composure, not just going to town spraying like willy-nilly. He manages to pick up the 3 and the 4. So close to the ace. Just barely falling short. But a great show there, a great stop to that aggression. And now, well, we've got these guys nearly evening things up here. H5 have got a chance. They're looking fantastic here in this second half on the CT side. And NFace, they're going to be able to buy this time around, and they're going to go for AKs across the board. Queasy, no op to work with, so we'll see how well they do. But it does look like it's going to be the B split as well, as they're already working their way out here on the short. 550 just walking his way right up here. Only one man alive, and that is actually going to be K Stanless on the B, but now he's about to get overrun. They're going to be leaping out of the air. He misses the shot, and now this is completely open here. Zung, he's trying to support, but great smokes block him off. He can't see a damn thing, and if he walks through the smoke, he could be in for a rude awakening here. 550 waiting on the angle. He's actually smoked off himself, and Zung somehow walks right out onto sight, but he is going to get nailed. Ghost God with the backstab is going to find him. He's even spraying Teletubbies down through the smoke. And we do have D'Lo waiting on short. He finds the shot, and no, he doesn't. I was about to say, that looked like a headshot there, but unfortunately for him, it's not meant to be. Teletubbies now working his way out. They're going to find Ghost God at the back of sight, and in the blink of an eye, the CT side have regained control of spot. Even getting the headshot on DG as he pokes out.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
And that looked like everything was going NFace's way. They got out onto sight, easy as you please, didn't even lose a man, get the smokes down to cut them off. But then coming in from all angles, H5 just swarm over them like angry ants. And they just die. There you have it. It was like a, well, kid with a magnifying glass. It was a big magnifying glass, but it was a kid with a magnifying glass right there. They just went to work. Nice smoke. They're actually going to cut them off here from ramps. That's going to burn a little bit of time, although it looks like Ghost God, this is another thing. Ghost God is like, they are not afraid to just walk through smokes. He pushes right on through that, no problem at all. There's nobody holding the angle on the other side as well, so they get in here undetected. And it looks like it's going to be just the firm A split. So we have 4 down here at ramp and 1 in apps. Apps is spotted, however. Queasy still, despite the fact that he sees Floric, he is going to get the shot. We have a great HE chasing him down, though, and Queasy drops fairly low. Fancy going to work with those flashes, trying to put as much of a stop to this as possible, buying as much time as possible for the teammates to rotate through. It's a 4-on-5. Ghost God's going to find one, though, turn it into a 5-on-3. And now Stanless somehow gets the frag there. 550 waiting for the smoke. They run on through, but that's a quick double for him. And it was actually D'Lo who's going to secure the double. I was about to say, they all managed to pick up a frag there. DG is the odd man out. Ants can be scary, man. Ants are strong. Imagine like human-sized ants. They could tear you limb from limb without blinking an eye. But still, NFace showing us what they're capable of here. They are managing to give this, I mean, this is just back and forth at this point, guys. It's so difficult to call. H5 are doing great on the defense, but NFace, they keep finding these rounds, making it work for themselves. And it does look like it's going to be the A split again. One thing, however, is that, well, let's see. Where is K Stanless? He's actually on short, so he hasn't managed to get any confirmation, but it's not going to matter. They're going to go straight for it. Chinese D'Lo running right through. He runs right past one man, in fact. Zung still somehow manages to find the shot. Zung with the double as well. He's just going to work. He's cleaning up. He's pushing right out of here to ramp, and he's even going to get the triple. Just going to work. Zung merciless. Chasing his enemies down. Gives them no hope. He should never have lived. That was such a big mistake there. I was about to say K Stanless was going to just lock that, and unfortunately, Zung lives, and he's out for blood. He's like, okay, that's it. I have to put my foot down here, ladies and gents. This is the end of the shenanigans. H5 get another round, and we're at 12-12 the score, and nobody seems to be in control here. Nobody seems to have an answer for the other team. As for now, they're still working their way around. They're still just poking about. Looks like a bit of a, well, actually a bit of a split coming out on this time around. We got not something we see too often here from NFace. Apparently throughout this match, you know, they've really focused on sticking together as a team, as a unit, and just splitting a site together. They've split across the map this time around. We have 3 men over here on ramp. D'Lo taking point there. But we still have 2 up here in apps on the B side with the bomb as well. One thing, however, changing up. Trying to find him, K Stanless. Damn it, couldn't get to him in time. Unfortunately, we see him die. And that's actually the play here, because look at this. They're drawing so much attention to the A site, and this is playing to the strengths. This is what they were talking about. It's already 550. That he's going to prove that he's here as well. Unfortunately, Teletubbies takes him out, but this is perhaps what they were expecting. This is, as we check on Queasy. We'll talk about it after this, but already let's see the action here. As Queasy, he's going to pop around the corner. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't make it through. Floric already spraying that corner, manages to get him, and now it's all down to Ghost God. He's picked up an M4 somewhere. He's trying to spray it down, but Teletubbies is ruthless as well. Zung was the mass murderer last time around. This time around, it's Teletubbies. And it's hard to say that, because Teletubbies are supposed to be nice creatures. They're supposed to be, cuddly and, well, I don't know. What was the story again? Wasn't there, like, some drama that one of them was a pedophile or something? I don't know. Well, enough of that. I like the play there by NFace because, we were talking about ourselves. We were saying we're so used to seeing them come as 5 and just try to YOLO a spot as 5, as a team, and just rush in and take control. They set up for that again, drawing the team's attention with 3 over here. They're like, okay, guys, we're coming for you again. Everybody's here. Everybody's going to be going for A. And they had the bomb, 2 men right over here. And K Stanless getting picked off, opened up B site because they'd already all rotated on the CT side over to A to deal with that. And they get the plant. Picture perfect. NFace. They couldn't hold the round, unfortunately, for them. But still, smart play coming out from them. And we'll see if they throw us any more curveballs like it. But H5 now, look at this. Exchange happening mid. Zung finds 1, but they get the quick refrag on him. Refrag, rather. But still a 4-on-4 situation. P250's in hand for NFace. This is an eco for them. But, they've still made the investment. They've picked up these pistols that actually deal pretty decent damage versus armor. Usually the weapon of choice in eco rounds. Unless somebody decides to get fancy and go for the Desert Eagle or go for the Tech 9. Although the Tech 9 is not something I've seen, I think, ever on the T side. You got people going for the 5.7 on the CT, but Tech 9 for some reason gets no love. Well, regardless, it's going to be the B play here, and they've managed to figure this out. Now, K Stanless holding from spot. He manages to spot 1. He's going to go for some nice spray. He gets 1, he gets 2, and he's got the USPS, but he's got team support as well now. And we do have Fancy coming to the rescue. 2 frags for K Stanless, 2 frags for Fancy. Easy as you please. Fancy took quite a bit of damage, though, so he's lucky to live through that round, but quick cleanup coming out on the CT side, and now they're 2 rounds away from taking this to map 3 of this series because NFace are up 1-0 so far. This is a best of 3. Nuke went NFace's way, but H5 looking very solid on Mirage. Could this mean that we could get a best of 3 out of these guys? Could this be a sick finals? Because they are definitely capable. They've shown that these guys are hungry. They've shown that they're hungry. They got appetite. Not 550 poking about at the top of mid. He's not really going to spot anything, though. We don't really have any aggressive play. We don't actually have an op either. Zung holding the angle. He's right here. We'll see if they spot each other. He's going to get some nice shots out with that M4. 8 HP left on 550. He's got DG here to support. And again, Zung going for it. He drops to 16 HP. He's going to lob the nade out. And oh my god, it drops DG down to 1 HP and 550 still at 8. Oh, that's just poor luck there for Zung. 1 HP on DG. But still, 1 HP, 8 HP. They have to be so careful now with what they do. As it does look like it's going to be the A play again here. We got Bomb waiting at the bottom of a ramp and 1 of an Apps. And it's Queasy again in Apps. This seems to be his position of choice when they go for this play. And we even have Dilo actually waiting out here to come in for the backstab from Connector. So this could be a pretty big split here. This could be a pretty big sandwich. We'll see who gets the first bite, though. As NFace, now it looks like we do have Queasy going for it. He's trying to exchange some shots. He's trying to pick off Fancy. Fancy hiding behind the boxes, buying as much time as possible. This is slowing everything down. Floric gets 1. Fancy gets 1. But we get the 2 quick coming out from NFace. And actually, they're cleaning up. They're just going to town. Teletubby's still waiting here in shadow. They have yet to get him. He gets 1. And the spray on the second as well. H5 having none of their bullshit. He just slapped them down. Perfect rotation coming in to save the day. And Teletubby's living, not showing himself in shadow, just hanging out there. Catches the backstab and catches the bomb as it makes its way up from A ramp. And there you have it. 1 round away here. And this is going to be the buy everything you can round for NFace. They really have to make the investment. They don't have too much money to work with, but they have enough for Galil's, AKs, and armor, but not many nades. So we'll see where they go. They're running right up ramp. They're committed to this, but Floric already starting us off strong. He manages to pick up 2. They're not taking any of Teletubby's bullshit this time, though. They run right at him, but there is so much here for NFace. It's the one-on-one situation, but K Stanless cleans it up, and we're going to map 3. We got ourselves a best of 3 on our hands. They're fighting to the very bitter end. And these teams so evenly matched, really bringing it to us, guys. This is so sick. This is everything we hoped for. This is everything we hoped for, because unfortunately we couldn't watch. You know, we got to watch a bit on of Group A on Friday. Fantastic games for what I saw. I really can't wait to see these guys on LAN. That's the real thing now at this point. I just cannot wait to see these guys on LAN and playing versus the European teams, because historically, apparently, you know, the Chinese aim has always been very strong. I mean, we're getting clear demonstrations of that. These guys can shoot. But it's the teamwork that has always been the issue. The teamwork has always been what's held them back versus the European teams. But we're seeing some pretty decent stuff here. So, I mean, you still have a month, 2 months before the LAN finals over in Shanghai. That's a lot of time to improve. That's a lot of time to get your game together. Are we going to be able to see, some real matches come up when they face off versus, well, the chosen Europeans? I mean, we got SK, well, Lemon Dogs, but now SK Gaming going, and Very Games as well, representing the European front. Going to be really curious to see who comes out on top there when it comes down to it. But alrighty, guys, we're in Game 3, and it's going to be on Inferno as well. I believe we're in Inferno now. We'll see if they decide to change it. But we're going to take a quick break, guys, and when we come back, we'll have Game 3 between NFace and H5 to decide who's the top dog in China right here, right now.